Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody. Chat right now. We finna do a 15 to 30 minute read. Chat. We finna do a 15 to 30 minute read. We finna start doing this every day, just to let y'all know. Every day we finna start doing this. So yeah, today gonna be chapter one. Think and Grow Rich. Um, this video will be posted, and we are live right now. So if y'all miss anything, make sure y'all go check out the live. But other than that, we finna get right into it, chat. We finna go ahead and get right into it. Finna go ahead and get right into it, chat. It don't matter who in here, who not in here, chat. That's what we gonna be doing. Okay, from now on, we're gonna start. You already know we go to the gym, chat, but we got to start adding more stuff. So, chat, y'all coming along the journey with us. Y'all coming along the journey with us, chat. Just to let y'all know. So if y'all need any information, chat, I do encourage y'all to go ahead and grab this information that we finna give y'all today. So yeah, chat. Hey, how you doing today? I'm doing good, Jeffrey. How you doing today, Jeffrey? Right now we finna do like a 15 to 30 minute read on live. We just got off live on our other account, and now we finna go live right now and do a 15 to 30 minute read. That's it. That's it, brother. So yeah, first, the first chapter book is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. Chapter one, The Power of Thought. The man who thought his way into partnership with Thomas A. Edison. Truly, thoughts are things and powerful things at that. When mixed with purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their translation to riches or other material things, Edwin C. Barnes discovered how true it is that men really do think and grow rich. His discovery did not come about at one sitting. At one sitting, it came little by little, beginning with a burning desire to become a business associate of the great Thomas Edison. One of the chef characteristics of Barnes' desires was that it was definite. Chat, right now we reading, chat. So if y'all in here, chat, appreciate y'all for being in here, chat. Um, one of the chef characteristics of Barnes' desires was that it was definite. He wanted to work with Edison, not for him. Observe carefully the description of how he went about translating his desire into reality, and you will have a better understanding of the 13 principles which led to riches. When this desire or impulse of thought first flashed into his mind, he was in no position to act upon it. Two difficulties stood in his way. He did not know Mr. Edison, and he did not have enough money to pay his rail fare to Orange, New Jersey. These difficulties was sufficient to have discouraged the majority of people from making any attempt to carry out the desire. Chat. Good man. It's all good, baby. Chat, we gonna chat. Chat, we gonna work our way up. It don't matter. Shit. It don't matter. Chat, my bad. Let me get back. But his was no ordinary desire. He was so determined to find a way to carry out his desire that he finally decided to travel beyond baggage rather than be defeated. Okay. To be the untainted, this means that he went to East Orange on a freight train. He presented himself at Mr. Edison laboratory and announced he had to come inside his business with inventory. And speaking on the first meeting between them, years later, Mr. Edison said he stood there before me looking like an ordinary tramp. But there was something in the expression on his face, which conveyed the expression that he was determined to get what he had came after. I had learned from years of experience with men that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that he is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he is sure to win. I gave him the opportunity he asked for because I saw he had made up his mind to stand by until till he succeeded. Chat. Subsequently, events proved that no mistake was made. Chat, he keep going in life, man. You're doing good. Chat, we not gonna stop, brother. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love, chat. If we messing up, chat, we gonna mess up. Chat, it don't matter. If we feel like chat, this our first day reading on God. So y'all bear with me here. I kind of do need to read it as a story. That's what I am learning. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, chat. So yeah. But yeah, Chad, that's what we doing today. We are reading Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if y'all can see it. If y'all do get any information from the book, I do encourage y'all to take the information. So we do need to kind of read a little slower. I need to read a little slower, Chad. So yeah. Okay. Just what young Barnes said to Mr. Edison on that occasion was far less important than what he thought. Edison himself said so. It could not have been the young man appearance that got him his start in the Edison office, for that was definitely against him. It was what he thought that counted. If the significance of this statement can be conveyed to every person who reads it, there will be no need for the reminder of this book. Okay, Barnes did not get his partnership with Edison on his first interview. He did get a chance to work in Edison offices at every nominal wage, doing work that was unimportant to Edison, but most important to Barnes. Okay, it gave him an opportunity to display his merchandise where his intended partner could see it. Chat. Okay. Months went by. Apparently, nothing happened to bring the conveyed goal, which Barnes had set up in his mind as his definite major purpose. But something important was happening in Barnes' mind. Okay. He was constantly intensifying his desire to become a business associate of Edison. Okay. Physical. Okay. Listen, chat. We trying to get it out. Physiologicals. Okay. Listen. Okay, look, physiologicals. Chat. Let's get Siri to say it. Hold on. Let me see if I'm saying it right. Physiology. I can't get it out. Hold on, I'm saying it right. Shit. Chat, y'all bear with me here. Physiologist. Physiologist. Hold on. Oh damn. I need to connect to the Bluetooth. See, they're probably laughing at me. It's all love though. Chat. We on live getting to it. It's all love though, baby. Appreciate the likes, man. Appreciate the likes, chat. Chat, my other phone died. My other phone died. I just got off live. Well, it's finna die. It's finna die. But chat, we been on live all morning. Now we on live reading. Chat, we trying to, we trying to make something happen. It ain't gonna come to itself. Shit. Physicologist. Shit. There we go. We said the word physicologist. Chat had correctly said, when one is truly ready for a thing, it puts it in appearance. Barn was ready for a business association with Edison. Moreover, Chad, he was determined to remain ready until he got that which he was asking, Chad. He did not he did not say to himself, "Oh, well, what's the use? I guess I changed my mind and try for a salesman job." But he did say, "I came here to go into business with Edison, and I accomplished this end if it takes the remainder of my life." He meant it. What a story. What a different story people would have to tell if they only would adopt a definite purpose and stand by that purpose until it had time to become an all-consuming obsession. Chat. Make sure y'all remember that. Okay, maybe young Barnes did not know it at that time, but his bulldog determination, his persistence was a single desire was destined to mow down all oppositions and bring him the opportunity he was seeking. Okay, when the opportunity came, it appeared in a different form. It appeared in a different form and from a different direction than Barnes had expected. That is one of the tricks of opportunity. It has a sly habit of slipping in the back door and often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. Perhaps this is why so many fail to recognize opportunity. Chat, make sure y'all remember that. Mr. Edison had just perfect. Mr. Edison had just perfect a new office device, known at that time as the Edison Decatur. Yeah, the KT machine. Later called the Ediphone. Ediphone. His salesmen were not enthusiastic over the machine. They did not believe it could be sold without great effort. Barnes saw his opportunity. It had crawled in quietly, hidden, hidden in a queer looking machine, hidden in a queer looking machine, chat, that interested no one but Barnes and the inventor, chat. Barnes knew he could sell the Edison dictating machine. He suggested this to Edison and promptly got his chance. He did sell the machine. In fact, he sold it so successfully that Edison gave him a contract to distribute and market it all over the nation. Out of out of out of that business association grew the slogan made by Edison and installed by Barnes. This business alliance made by Barnes rich in money, but he accomplished some things and infinitely greater. He proved that one really made think and grow rich. How much actually cash that originally desires of Barnes was worth to him, I have no way of knowing. Perhaps it brought him $2 or $3 million. Okay, let me scroll down, Chad. I'm reading so fast. Okay, whatever the amount, it becomes insignificant when compared with the greater asset he acquired. The definite knowledge that is attainable and pulse of thought can be transmuted into physical counterpart by by the application of known principles. Okay, Chat Barnes literally thought himself into a partnership with the great Edison. He thought himself into a fortune. He had nothing to start with except the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to stand by that desire until he realized it. He had no money to begin with. He had little but education. He had no influence. He had he did have initiative, faith, and the will to win. With these intangible forces, he made himself number one with the greatest inventor who ever lived. Chat, who ever lived. Make sure y'all remember that. Make sure y'all remember that. Blessed spirits, Nate Nipsey. It's all love, man. What's up, y'all? Chat. Appreciate y'all for being in here. Chat right now, chat. Like I said, right now we reading Think and Grow Rich. If y'all new in here, chat, we are finna start doing this every day. I do need to learn how to talk a lot more slower. So yeah, that is what I'm doing, chat. That is what I'm doing. Appreciate y'all for making yourself visible. So yeah, chat, y'all just coming with me along on this journey just to put that out there. So yeah, okay. Now let us look at this different situation, chat. Instead of a man who had plenty of tangible evidence of riches, but lost it because he stopped 3 feet short because of the goal he was seeking. Shit. 3 feet from gold, chat. 3 feet from gold. Make sure y'all never stop. Whatever y'all got going on, don't quit. If it's hard for you right now, don't quit. Every day, if you keep on going, it's gonna get easier and easier. Make sure y'all remember that, chat. 3 feet from goal. One of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is overtaken by temporary defeat. Every person is guilty of this mistake at one time or another. R.U. Derby, who later became one of the most successful insurance salesmen in the country, tells the story of his uncle, who was caught by the gold fever in the rush days and went west to dig and grow rich. He had never heard the saying that more gold has been mined from the brains of man that has ever been from the taken from the earth. He staked a claim and went to work with pick and a shovel. The going was hard, but his lust for gold was definite. After weeks of labor, he was rewarded by the discovery of a shining ore. He needed machinery to bring the ore to the surface. Quietly, he covered up the mine, retraced his footsteps to his home in Williamsonburg, Maryland, and told his relatives and few neighbors of the strike. They got together money for the needed for the machinery and had it shipped. Chat, I read so fast, chat. So if y'all don't understand me, chat, This is day one of us reading no live. We need to read a lot slower. Okay, chat. We need to read a lot slower. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do, chat. Read a lot slower, brother. Okay, after weeks of labor, he was rewarded by the discovery of the shining ore. He needed machinery to bring the ore to the surface quietly. He covered up the mine, retraced his footsteps to his home in Williamsburg, Maryland, and told his relatives and a few neighbors of the strike. They got together money for the needed machinery and had it shipped. The uncle and Darby went back to work the mine. The first car of the ore was mined and shipped to a smelter. The returns proved that had one of the richest mines in Colorado, a few more cars of that ore would clear the debts. Then would come the big killing in profits. Down went up the zeros. Chat. Up went up went the hopes of the Darby and the uncle. Then something happened to the vein of the gold, or it disappeared. They had come to the end of the rainbow, and the pot of gold was no longer there. They drilled on, desperately trying to pick up the vein again, all to no avail. Finally, they decided to quit. They sold the machinery to a junk man for a few $100s and took the train back home. Some junk men are dumb, but not this one. He called in a mining engineer to look at the mine and do a little calculating. The engineer advised that the project had failed because the owners were not familiar with the fault lines. His calculations showed that the vein would be found just 3 feet from where the Darbys had stopped drilling. Make sure y'all remember that. 3 feet from gold, chat. Gold. Stop drilling 3 feet from the gold. This that is exactly where it's found. The junk man took millions of dollars in the ore from the mine because he knew enough to seek expert counsel before giving up. Most of the money which went into the machinery was procured through the efforts of the R.U. Derby, who was then a very young man. The money came from his relatives and the money came from his relatives and neighbors because of their faith in him. He paid back every dollar of it, although he was years in doing so. Make sure y'all don't forget that. If somebody takes y'all a long time to pay y'all back, but make sure y'all remember, make sure y'all remember they got to be working towards a goal, chat. If y'all giving somebody some, chat, make sure y'all remember that they are working towards a goal, though, chat. Okay. Long afterwards, Mr. Darby recouped his loss many times over when he made the discovery that desire can be transmuted into gold. The discovery came after he went into the business of selling life insurance, chat. Remembering that he lost a huge fortune because he stopped 3 feet from gold. Darby profited by the experiences in his chosen work. His simple method was to say to himself, I stopped 3 feet from gold, but I will never stop because men say no. When I asked them to buy insurance, he owes him stickability to the lessons he learned from this quitability in the gold mining business. Chat. Stickability. Don't never quit. If you having a hard time at something, keep fucking going. Don't quit. Remember that. Before success comes to most people, they are sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failure. When faced with defeat, the easiest and most logical thing to do is quit. God damn it, don't quit. This is exactly what the majority of people do. More than 500 of the most successful people America has ever known told the author their greatest success just came one step beyond the point at which defeat had overtaken them. Chat. Failure is a trickster with a keen sense of irony and cunning. It takes great delight in tripping one up when success is almost within reach. A 50 cent lesson in persistence. Chat tomorrow. We on page 7. Like I said, 15 to 30 minutes every day can do the work. Think and grow rich, chat. Chat, we done. We done, chat. 15 to 30 minutes of think and grow rich every day, just gaining a little knowledge, doing different things. Make sure y'all remember that, chat. We are gonna be on live every day doing this. So make sure y'all remember that, chat. It's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Chat. But who's ever in here, chat? Appreciate y'all for being here. Hopefully we can see y'all tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow we will be on a 50 cent lesson in persistence. Chat. A 50 cent lesson in persistence. Think and Grow Rich tomorrow. Around the same time. So yeah, chat. Around the same time, 15 to 30 minutes. Chat, this is what we're gonna do every day. Chat. So if y'all new in here, chat, please make yourself visible so I can start to get to know y'all. Chat, we are streaming every day. We do go to the gym, chat. We do stream at the gym every day. We are starting to stream this. So we're just adding the schedule, chat. But right now, chat, we finna go ahead and end this stream. I do appreciate everybody that's in here right now, Chat. I do hope everyone has a blessed day today, Chat. If y'all new in here, make sure y'all double tap that screen for us. Every like is appreciated. And also every subscription is appreciated too. Okay, we're trying to work our way up through these YouTube streets. But other than that, Chat, I hope everyone has a blessed day today, Chat. Y'all know we got places to be, people to see, tables to sit at, Chat. Um, Cash Family, KMG Squad, TMP Squad. Hopefully, I get to see y'all again, chat. See y'all tomorrow. Love y'all, chat. Love y'all. Hold on. Peace. Love